All right, so this recap of Scandal, episode maybe 6. Don't quote me on these episode numbers, but I know that it's titled Vampires and Bloodsuckers. So we left off last episode, the president of Basharan and his niece got blown up in a plane that they were trying to board to go back to Basharan. So Liv goes to break the news to Melly that, I think his name's, I don't know his name, but the president of Basharan and his niece are both dead. And we come to find out who's behind it other than Olivia Pope. She's just got a body count. First she killed that dude with the chair a couple episodes ago or seasons ago. Now she killed Lena Vargas. Now she done killed the president of Basharan and his niece. But what is you doing, baby? What is you doing? But anyway, so she's behind the assassination of the president of Basharan and his niece. Liv meets up with Quinn to give her something borrowed. It's almost time for Quinn's wedding, which I'm guessing is like in a day or two. And Quinn basically is like, look, don't be coming here trying to give me no presents. I know you're the one who blew up this plane. You killed a grown man and a teenager. You know, like, what is wrong with you? Quinn is basically like, you killed them because it was convenient for you. And Liv is like, but you know, I saved people too. I remember some 20-something-year-old girl that I saved, you know, I changed her identity and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And now look how well that turned out. Basically, she talking about Quinn. She's like, don't be coming here trying to check me when, who gonna check me, boo?
Who gonna check me, boo?
Because she saved her life. So she basically is letting her know, like, look, I did what I had to do. Sometimes, you know, there are casualties, and the president of Basharan and his niece were casualties. So don't be coming here trying to check for me, trying to come for me when I didn't send for you. That's basically what Liv tells her. Oh, it is time for Quinn's wedding, and she is MIA. No one knows where she is. They think maybe she got pre-wedding jitters and ran off, but no one knows. There was this other leader that was over, he ran the country that had beef with Basharan. Can't remember what the name of his country is, but Melly meets with him and they're discussing the death of the president of Basharan. And naturally, Melly thinks that because he was an enemy of the president of Basharan, that he's responsible for his demise. And so she basically tells him to hide your kids, hide your wife, because it's about to be bombs over whatever country you run. Liv and her crew are trying to figure out where Quinn is. They think that she was taken by Basharan rebels, so they're trying to figure it out. Curtis shows up to QPA after like straight up dissing Liv last episode. Basically, he said that Quinn left him a voicemail saying that she could prove that the bombing of the plane was an inside job. So he's there to meet with Quinn, who is nowhere to be found. So Jake meets up with Liv because, again, I guess they're the only people who are in B613, and he tells her that Quinn got a call from someone who worked that flight that the president of Basharan and his niece were on, and he basically knew that it wasn't the quote-unquote opposing team that bombed it. And the guy that called Quinn apparently used to work for the guy that's courting Cyrus, that billionaire dude. So that plays a part in this whole situation. Charlie gets his hands on Cyrus's billionaire boo, and he gets him all wrapped up in plastic. He's full prepared to torture him because he thinks that he had something to do with why Quinn's missing. So again, he's fully prepared to torture him. He starts, it's not funny, but he starts like beating him with oranges to see like how easily he'll bruise and stuff. And he's right about to get to the point, I think he's about to like rip off his toes or something crazy. And then what's his name? Is it Huck? Someone runs in and basically says, yeah, that ain't your boy. He's not responsible for this. I know you're trying to find who got your girl, but it ain't him. He didn't have anything to do with it. That was basically going to be Liv's scapegoat, the billionaire dude. But when it turns out that, you know, Cyrus is basically able to give him an alibi. So, you know, so much for Liv's little scapegoat. So remember when Curtis mentioned that Quinn called him? So Huck was able to hack into that, and she basically let him know that she met with whoever blew up the plane, which we all know is Liv, and that she recorded it. So when Liv finds this out, she's like, Jake, I'm gonna need you to dead that video footage. So it's this very like heart-pounding moment where they're looking through the video. They do find the video because they met in a public place, but Jake is able to cut it off, or I think it was shot from an angle where you couldn't see who she was meeting with, and then when it got to the point where you would have been able to see who she was meeting with, he killed it. So again, they still don't know that it was Liv that Quinn met with. Jake, in his super spy ways, he was able to get video from inside the elevator or something, and it had like a one frame shot of Quinn on her wedding day in her wedding dress on the elevator at QPA. So they're like, okay, we know that she was here. What the hell happened to her? So now the question of this episode is, who took Quinn? Is it bad that I kind of don't care? I know it's terrible, but I mean, I was never like a huge Quinn fan, especially when like her and Huck started messing around. I thought that was real gross. But yeah, like she can go, Abby can go. I want Huck to stay. Like, I don't know. But the question of the episode is, who took Quinn? And we will find out in the next episode, which I will be recapping literally after I hit record off this video. I'm hitting record again for the next video. So just keep watching if you haven't caught up. Thank y'all for watching. Bye. The winter finale's episode starts off with Quinn on the elevator. She's in her wedding dress. She's on her way to get married when all of a sudden the lights go out and someone takes her. Liv tells Jake that she wants him to pull out all the stops to find Quinn, which I think is weird, but whatever. Because I'm like, she got dirt on you, boo. Like, shouldn't you be happy that she's missing? I mean, but that's your friend. I mean, I get it. You're torn, but whatever. Okay. Charlie has been on this mission, going to the morgues, finding Caucasian, brunette, pregnant, dead women, trying to make sure that none of them are Quinn. So that's been his thing. And thankfully, he hasn't found a body yet. Well, not one that matches Quinn's. Liv goes to meet with her dad, who, surprise, he has Quinn. And he tells her that that basically she has like all this dirt on Liv, and it's, you know, she is her downfall. And he basically says that if you want your friend back, he wants his dinosaur bones, which I think is weird, but whatever. He wants his dinosaur bones back and his freedom. Liv tells Jake about Eli's new house guest, and Jake's like, let's raid his house, let's go get her. And Liv's like, no, he's desperate, he'll bring Quinn back to me, let's just wait it out. Meanwhile, Marcus is floating in the background. He goes to meet with Melly to see if Melly will work on this institute that he and Fitz have going on, and she's not really trying to hear that. She just lost her crush, and she's not trying to help them do anything right now. Jake being Team Liv, which I still don't know why he is. I'm like, dude, she has read you for filth and just taking your penis and your balls away, and yet you still continue to like ride for this woman. I think it's weird. Whatever. Jake goes and meets with Eli. He's like, look, you're gonna lose this fight, your daughter's crazy. He doesn't say she's crazy, but he's like, you're gonna lose this fight. And Eli's like, bring it. And then Jake is like, it's already been brought it. So they're having a full-on bring it on moment.
Well, then you better bring it. Oh, it's already been brought in.
This is basically a grown-ass, dangerous game of chicken that Liv and her father are playing. That's what's happening. Well, I thought it was kind of weird that Liv's assistant goes to meet with Curtis because she wants to talk to him about the death of the president of Bashran. I'm like, ma'am, shouldn't you be answering phones and like taking messages and stuff? Like, why are you going to go meet with people? But we'll find out why later. Speaking of meetings, Liv goes to meet with her mother, who we haven't seen in quite some time. And she's basically telling her, like, look, my friend who I love is missing. However, my friend has all this dirt on me, dirt that could ruin me. What should I do? And her mom is basically like, bye, Quinn. Her mom basically says, your problems go away if this girl does. So, two birds, one stone. We find out that Liv's assistant has met with Curtis, and now he's lying on the floor passed out. And when, you know, we see that he's on the floor, the assistant calls Jake and she's like, it's done. Okay. Now Curtis is missing and presumed dead. Don't talk to Olivia Pope. You'll get dead, missing, bombed. Like, what is going on? But so now I think for real it's safe to say there's no more Curtis. So Liv is drinking with Jake and she tells him that she's running out of time and she needs to hurry up and make a decision. And Jake is like, nah, you just need to kill your dad. But again, that doesn't really solve your problem. Getting rid of Quinn solves your problem. And I get that you feel bad. You're the baby's godmother. That's your friend. You saved her. Yeah, I don't know. But she's torn. Time is running out. Liv goes to Papa Pope's house, where he quickly puts a gun to her head. But of course, he's not going to pull the trigger because that's his daughter. Well, then Liv turns around and does a kill order on Eli. She has the FBI, DEA, Homeland Security, U.S. Marshals, everybody. And she's like, look, see him, kill him, end of story. And so they're basically, again, this chicken game. The car's getting closer and closer. So Liv tells Eli, you basically got 60 seconds to either kill her or, you know, quit playing games with me. So we learned that Papa Pope is not the one to play chicken with, because he goes downstairs, you hear his little feet, dip, 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 dip. He goes downstairs, and then we hear a gunshot. And he comes back upstairs. You know, Liv, she trying to be all cool when she hear him going down the steps, like, yeah, you ain't gonna do nothing, you ain't gonna do nothing. And then we hear that gunshot go off. She's off. You know, she's doing all that. But then she gets it together when she hears him coming back up the steps, and he's like, do you want to see the body? But the question is, did he really do it? And obviously that's something we don't really know. I wouldn't put it past him because it's Eli Pope, but at the same time, this is the same man who was like behind the scenes powerful. You know, like no one comes out and says, oh, I run B613, whatever this covert option or covert operation is, and like, so he was behind the scenes powerful. But now that your daughter is running the organization you used to run, you let her punk you at any given moment. So maybe this was his opportunity to kind of like get his balls back. Maybe that was his opportunity to let his daughter know she's not as powerful as she thinks she is. I don't know. But again, I kind of don't care if he killed Quinn. Sorry. Ugh. I just don't care. So if he did, he did. It's sad. It sucks for Charlie, because I do actually really feel bad for Charlie, because he does seem to genuinely love her and seem to be, you know, devastated at the fact she's missing. But yeah, if he killed her, I'd be like, oh man, that sounds terrible. But yeah, I just wouldn't care. But again, I think that they're not gonna make it that easy. But then maybe they will. I don't know. Because I think he didn't kill her. He's just gonna let Liv think that he did, and then she's gonna be alive and she's gonna have this information. I don't know. You just never know with them. So what did y'all think about the series thus far and this break? I want to say I saw Kerry Washington posted something on Instagram and said like she just finished directing one of these episodes and X amount of episodes to go. So yeah, we're wrapping this thing up. They'll probably be done before the spring. So we shall see. Thank you guys for watching, and until my next video, which probably in terms of recaps won't be until Scandal comes back. So I'll see you later. Bye.